Okay, so I'm just going to talk about some of our tools today for pruning. Firstly, we've got our long-handled loppers. These we use for larger limbs that are a bit more higher up that we can reach for, just to give them a nice, easy, smooth cut. Secondly, we've got our pruning shears. These are a finer, smaller leaf plants, better for like topiaries, buxus hedges, things like that. Next we've got our hand saw, pruning saw. These are good for cutting larger limbs once again, at it closer to height perhaps, ground level, things like that. And then a smaller version or pocket version of our flick saw. These are great for easy replaceable blades. There's just a screw that undoes them. Easy to put in your pocket to carry around as opposed to the hand saw. And then we have our secateurs. We've got ARS secateurs. It's important that they fit your hand size correctly. And these are great for doing small cuts, about up to your thumb size. So next we will look at PPE for pruning. Firstly, we've got our earmuffs when we're using any sort of power tools, certainly loud tools and machines. These are essential. Gloves, of course, when we're pruning, especially roses, thorny plants. Leather gloves are even probably more advisable for thorny plants. Sometimes I find them a little bit gumly to work with, so I prefer a thinner pair, but that's a personal choice. Certainly eyewear for if we're pruning anything above height where we might have sawdust falling, things like that. And also our footwear is important. Always wear your work boots and any sort of work requirement like work clothes as well. So next we're going to have a look at cleaning and sharpening our tools. This is really important part of the process with pruning. Having clean tools is super important for hygiene so that we're not carrying diseases from one plant to another. So, and sharp tools is also extremely important. So we're having clean, sharp cuts, and also we're not working hard with blunt tools, making it harder for our hands. So I'm just going to do a brief demonstration on how to give your tools a clean and then a sharpen. I've got a 3-in-1 cleaner and degreaser. This is really good at removing sap from our tools and keeping them in good working order. It's important to do this quite regularly. It's much easier to do a little bit than a lot. So just wiping that off, that foam, and removing any sap. Then secondly, I've got a series of 3 different sharpening files here, a medium, coarse and a fine. And my technique is I hold my secateurs in my hand and just run the file over the blade, keeping it at an even, steady angle until we get a nice desired sharpness to the blades, and then just a single sharp sweep on the other side to remove any burrs on that side.